This video is a little bit overdue, but I'm ready to get back into it, and this is going to be a call to save Earth. And for those of you who don't know, me and my wife founded Save Earth 501c3 public charity, and it started in 2018, and we hope to make it continue forever. And it's off to a slow start, but it's got the heart that it takes. And my website has just kind of been reactivated, and I'm about to update it, and so I'm starting to get fired back into doing this, especially because I came across a video on BitChute the other day that led me to this ridiculous list of the animal die-offs in 2021. And this particular website has it from the past previous like 7 years, has all these things listed off, all these different die-offs, these interesting animal just apocalypses that happen all over the world with a variety of different animals, from fish to turkey to elephants to just everything. There's a lot of anomalies happening out there in the world, and it is not a good sign. None of it is a good sign. And I'm talking to people in my reality, in my world, and it just seems like everybody is starting to get towards the same page that this place is a mess. The people that have been controlling it have been leading us way further astray than people would have ever imagined. It's gone so out of control that people that you never would have thought would realize that the world has an evil aspect to it are starting to realize it. And there's got to be a tipping point when the people start to take the power back and start to really just cleanse this world of the people that are doing it wrong, because we're suffering and the animals are suffering. And when animals die off, there's a lot of keystone species, they call it, when one species feeds off another, and they all kind of are connected in the great web and cycle of life. Whereas if one goes, a lot of others suffer, and then you keep going down the chain, and people don't have, there's no predator, there's no prey, there's no food, there's no nothing. And especially with things like that, 1.6 billion more masks added to the world in the last couple of years. Like, we needed that. Before that, it was the Dunkin' Donuts cups and the plastic garbage and the plastic bags, and the people that go in the woods and they have their dogs poop in a plastic bag so that it can sit outside in nature and just do nothing for many years. There's a lot of different mistakes that have been going on in the past, and then we just add masks to the mix. And I'm not going to get off on that because I feel it is completely unnecessary in 100,000 different ways. Masks cannot protect against viruses, and there's no need for any of that to have occurred. And all these beautiful animals have suffered. Things that provide us with mystery, things that provide us with an amazing feeling of positivity, of sanctuary, of hope, of just the miracles of nature when we observe them. There is nothing better than observing a beautiful fish, observing a deer in the woods doing its thing, observing a bug that you've never seen before, of amazing colors that just can appear and just live ephemerally or as long as, dragonflies or other bugs, and everything has its own amazing thing. These clams can live hundreds of years. Like, there is an amazing world here that we've been blessed with, and the amount of things that are happening are terrible. Everybody has had enough and reached their limit, and the time to act is months, years, maybe decades ago. But we've got to start now. And now I've got a decent community growing on YouTube. I don't know how long it will last, but I'd love to hear some of your thoughts in this, and I'd love to include and incorporate some of you all. And this pretty soon I'll be doing more videos that will be Save Earth related, and there'll be calls to artists, calls for a bunch of different things. I have a lot of ideas that I've had for a long time, and it's time to enact them. And I hope we can make a difference. And however small, however great, I hope we can do something incredible with the future, because it is not looking good, and that can't go on. The future has always looked beautiful. It's always looked perfect. As 2020 began, everyone I know, everyone in the world, it seemed like, was ready. They were like, oh, 2020, this is going to be a magical year. This is going to be the greatest. and it was just building. Things were building from 2016, and just in general, things were building to a great point. 2020 hit, and we all just succumbed. Not everyone mentally, but physically, we've all been beaten down, and we've all been abused. And from the animals, the bugs, which are slowly disappearing, the birds, which are mysteriously dying, the bees, the elephants, the everything, we're all getting pummeled, and we cannot do it any longer. We absolutely can't. So stay tuned for more videos where I try to initiate some kind of actions and very peaceful methods, creative methods for saving Earth, for raising awareness, because that is one of the main things. You know, this news, this battle of fake news, this info war is real, and it's a big part of this whole fiasco that's going on, and it has to change. So every little bit helps, but feel free to share your comments, give me some ideas. I would love to hear from you all of how we can save Earth together. It's the only way possible for 7 billion plus people that are humans, good loving, good born humans, to take this place back from several thousand, maybe 10,000, 20,000 pure evil people, maybe a few more, but we got them outnumbered by billions, at least 6.5 billion. So we can do it for the animals, for ourselves, for the future. Bless you all. Save Earth.